Welcome to the Trane Station.
Rolling here.
No way, we're back.
Trane Station's back, baby.
Season 2.
It's been a long time coming.
A new setup. I guess we did one on this location, but
Yeah.
new location.
What, the Trey episode was the last one?
Yeah.
Right here?
Was the last one on the couch.
Man. And we only got about another month before we move out of here.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's set it all up again.
Yeah. I'm really praying my new apartment has like a good place to go.
I bet it will since they're like brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's going to look crisp.
Yeah.
Probably have some great lighting.
In the clubhouse. We do a pool episode. That'd be cool.
Workout. Go to the gym.
Workout episode?
Didn't you say it has like a golf simulator or something too?
Mm-hmm. We should get meta glasses and start being meta people.
We could.
I have my pair. I don't know if you
Always.
knew. I was an early adopter.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hi, Sam.
Early adopter of the Meta Glass. Like you were one of the first people to get them.
I got them, I think, sophomore year of college. They weren't even meta glasses. They were Facebook glasses at the time.
That's what they were called.
Mm-hmm. But I think it was still through Meta. It was just like Facebook branded. I had to like go through the Facebook app.
Oh, that's everything you record gets posted to Facebook directly.
No. I remember wearing them to like basement parties and like thinking it was going to be the coolest thing, and then you remember what they really are, and you're like, oh, it's just strobe lights and like.
It doesn't encapsulate like the smell, like.
Fortunately not. You ever heard of a smell-o-vision?
Smell-o-vision?
This is like a thing in like the 30s, I think.
Oh, like
it's supposed to be like a TV that has smells in it. So you're supposed to be able to like smell what you're watching.
Some 4D type stuff.
Mm-hmm. As you can imagine, that didn't pan out well.
Yeah, what would it do? Just like secrete things out the sides? Like, what if you're watching a show like Clarkson Farms, where it's like, like people working on a farm, and then it just smells like that in your house, and then it just stays in your house now.
Ew, that would be. I don't even know how you would like ship the smells, you know?
Yeah. Or like, do you have to refill it? Like, do you go buy smell cartridges? I guess in the 30s that probably wasn't even like a thought, but.
Plus, at like what point do you just like,
Yeah.
I'm not buying these anymore. Oh man, what's new? Well, I guess we could talk about like why we stopped for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it was mainly on me.
No, I think we lost some energy there. I
Yeah.
remember like the last one we filmed, like the unreleased episode, we also like got a little crazy with what we were talking about because we just had the big trip. And so we're like, all right, we need to kind of dial it back again. And then we just kind of never found our rhythm.
Yeah, it's a tough realization, a wise one to make, that not everything has to be on the internet.
Yep, not everything should be on the internet.
No. Podcast equipment's way too cheap.
What I just told you earlier, that's why those apartments all now have like a good space, because like everybody's a podcaster now. So
Wait, that's a real thing?
No, I don't actually know.
Oh. I totally believed you.
No, I think took a little break, found ourselves a little bit, got a little bit more of a plan going on,
Yeah.
maybe more solidified. We also exhausted all of our friends.
Yep, everyone that lived in.
Everyone in town.
Yeah. So that was a hard thing too, scheduling.
Yeah. I mean, scheduling still is a hard thing considering how we were supposed to film yesterday. But we're back.
Grad party season.
It was.
Yeah. I went to one and I felt so bad because it was one of those like, I'm going to stop by Walmart and grab the card and like a gift card on the way there. But that's like a normal thing, right?
I think so. I actually just on the way over here heard on the radio, like one of the radio guys talking like, yeah, I mean, my family got like 20 different invites to grad parties. Like, how are you supposed to go to everybody's? And then once you get an invite, you're like, well, shoot, now I have to send them some form of like money or something. He's like, I'm sorry, guys, if you're listening, but I can't send you all money. Like, that's my month's payment.
I saw an Instagram post off that train of thought. It was like, email these 4 companies for like graduation gifts.
Yeah.
I think it was like Chick-fil-A,
Yeah, I saw.
Chipotle. I forgot the other 2.
Because I remember the Chick-fil-A being on there, and it was like they sent the person like a stuffed cow or chicken or something like that. I think a stuffed cow, that's their thing.
When I worked over at Arrowhead, we would get so much mail, and it was all like wedding invites.
Oh.
Because
I've
that was
heard
a
of
trend for a
too,
while. Sorry to break y'all's hearts, but I don't think we did anything with those wedding invites.
Or whatever you did get, it's like those printed papers from Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. That's just a template, guys. Sorry.
Oof. Handmade signatures. Well, I guess we could talk a little bit more of kind of our new direction.
Yeah.
Where the train's heading.
Choo choo.
So I think we're going to try and keep it a little shorter, right? So between 30 minutes to an hour. Sorry, I just looked out the window. That's either a big dog or a deer. That's a dog. Never mind. I think it was huge. So we're going to do that. We're going to do interviews kind of just based off of like who's available, who would want to.
Yeah.
Tentative plan, film on Sundays. Hopefully get the episodes out by Wednesdays, I think. That's a good day to, upload it and have the little content.
However fast your fingers can edit.
Yeah. Especially now that I'm going to be a student again.
Whoop, whoop.
Might be tough. That's a lot of reading. A lot of strategic communicating.
I would say this can be your master's project, if there is one. I don't know how it works.
My thesis is like how to get a podcast to a million views.
Why everybody shouldn't have a podcast.
Yeah, this would be a good case study. Just 2 dudes that think they have stuff to talk about. But yeah, each new episode is going to have some sort of like general theme. I think whenever we first started this, we wanted kind of this post grad, like how are we adjusting to life kind of deal to it. And it was honestly more fun, like finding our friends and booking them than talking about that stuff. That's
what I think we did get like more caught up in like wanting to talk to our friends and just tell stories more so, which isn't terrible, but then we might have like just kind of took it too far. I don't know.
So now we're going to have each topics and we'll have some more scheduled segments. I think we got some good ones for this episode.
Segments, structure.
I don't know.
I mean,
what more is different?
That's pretty good. Pretty good summary. Back at it, new perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
We're growing up a little bit more.
A whole year older. Almost. I got a memory a year ago, I think today, was when I moved back here.
Oh, really?
Because my move-in day was the same day as the All-American Rejects concert.
Oh.
And I literally, like, my room was still in boxes. And everyone was like, we're going to East Campus. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yes, I think what we started in like June, like maybe beginning of June or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, seasons,
Yeah, season. Good time for season 2.
It was all a plan, actually. Like that, season 1 was only supposed to be 7 episodes, and season 2, you never know.
Might be 14. Just go up by 2 every year. But yeah. Should we dive into the topic?
Welcome to the train station.
Choo choo.
Okay.
All right.
Episode 1 of season 2. Let's chat about living in a college town post-grad.
Let's do it.
So, okay, you kind of like talked about it, though, because you went and lived in Kansas City for a little bit. Like, I've been here the whole time. But you went and lived in Kansas City for a little bit and then came back, I guess, like a year-ish later. Yeah?
Yeah, because I moved out in May out of here, and then I lived there, and then moved back in May again. So, yeah, about a year. It was cool, going back to the town you grew up in, and then being able to do kind of like the adult stuff. I remember like in high school and stuff, we would always talk about going to hot country nights, and we would go, but like I mean, you're under 21. You can't really drink. You just find other things to do. We did a lot of like hammocking, longboarding, played a lot of volleyball. But then like moving back, it was a weird connection because I still the town I grew up in. Just I felt like it was bigger and I had more opportunities.
Yeah.
And coming back here, I learned to appreciate a lot of the smaller stuff that I didn't do in college.
Yeah.
Like Cooper's Landing. Like, I love going there now, you know?
I was actually just thinking about that too earlier. It was like, it's crazy we were here for 4 years, but I didn't do any of, not any, but like a lot of like the more unique Columbia things. But I've also like lived here, so I like didn't think I had to. But there's a lot of stuff that like I feel like we missed out on. Like, of course, we went to like the Big Tree and like stuff like that that's known. But there's a lot of like restaurants like downtown I had never gone to until I was post grad. A lot of like experiences that I just like didn't want to pay for while in college, and now that like I was post grad, like making money, could actually go do. It was definitely, I feel like, different than in college, but like you get the feel of like the college town for sure.
Absolutely. What do you have any shout outs? Like where were you not going college that you are going to now?
Yeah, like I remember one of my first things with like my job, like we did like team events and stuff. We would go like Midway, which I guess I had never gone to, but we did like the Top Tracer stuff because I just never wanted to like pay for stuff like that in college. Like restaurants downtown, some more like 44 Canteen or like Irene's Barbecue. We hit up like Logboat a lot more often now than in college because you mainly stick to like just the main street in college. Stuff like that, like Southside. Going to more like the Deuce stuff, like playing volleyball at the Deuce that we just never did in college.
I think, yeah, for me, same way. I feel like I went more everywhere but downtown. Because I mean, we spent a lot of time down there. You kind of know everything. Plus, now it's kind of weird to go to like the big bars.
There it is, right? We'll get it out of the way. Yeah.
Well, yeah, might as well.
It definitely does feel weirder, like going out downtown a little bit, especially the big bars.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the lure of them, like when you're in college, is that you can go in there, and then you'll see the people you know, and you can go talk to them, and then catch up with them, check out like what's going on. But now it's like you go there, you don't know anybody. You're just that weird old guy, you know?
I know. I feel like, especially since I started growing like a mustache post grad too, I'm like, yep, I definitely even now look like 10 times older than some of these people.
Mm-hmm. I got devastated when I was working for admissions for a while. I had a parent ask me, "Are you 25 or 45?"
Oh no!
And I was like, "Dang, man! Well, I'm not even 25 yet, so
yeah, there's no way you'd be 45."
It's the mustache, the facial hair. Thing is, if I ever shave this, I'll look like a baby.
I know. I've thought about it multiple times just to see, or like just like fit in a little bit more, you know, see what it feels like in Willie's with a fresh slip.
You'd blend right in.
Yeah.
I think for me too. Like my old job, I had a lot of like student workers, and even like when we would go out here and there, I'd run into like one or two of them. You know, it's just natural. The town's only so big. But like I couldn't imagine going to like one of those bigger places where they all go and then like seeing them there.
Dude. Yeah, we went to like Harpo's this last weekend, and I immediately ran into like one of the interns in my department. I was like, "Awesome, nice to see ya. Have fun, kiddo." Like, I don't know what you're supposed to say. This dude that's in college, sees this guy who he doesn't know how old I am, but like seeing this guy who just works at the office 24/7. Like,
I feel so. I remember all the advisors we had in college. Like when I was on IFC, our advisor, I think he had just graduated college, or maybe he was like a year or two out. I remember we all like begged him to go out with us one night, and he was just like, "I'm too old, man." And I get it now.
yeah.
You know, when you're at that age, it's like, oh, you're like 2 years older than me. Like not much is different, but it's just weird. It's just strange. I did something I'm not too proud of last weekend.
Let's share it.
I went to my house.
I feel most of our listeners will know what my house, the stereotype of maybe not stereotype, what my house is.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Little context here, so I'm not just that like I just
No,
described.
He just walked into my house on a random Friday evening.
Well, episode 6 or 7, Trey invited me. He had won bottles from bingo, and he classified it. He reframed my thinking, because at first I was like, "Oh, bottles," and like a gross.
With a bunch of guys who are like 3 years younger than you.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's weird. But then he told me it's his graduation party. It was outside in the cabanas. You know, it's chill. It's graduation weekend. Like, who cares? I could sit out there, and then you know, maybe I'll see people I might know, which I did. There was strangely a lot of people from our class I kept seeing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like graduation weekend too is like one of the best times because that's like when everybody's coming back. So like if they have siblings or like somebody's parents are coming into town, so that's like one of the most acceptable times to like go to the big bars, because there's definitely going to be somebody older than us there.
Oh, for sure. And I kept justifying it. My freshman year roommates that all have little siblings were all graduating, so they were all out too. So I was like, oh, this would be a great idea. Did you hear about the nightmare that we endured?
No.
It was actually really cool. Like, if I was graduating, I would have absolutely loved it. But they did a senior spray.
Oh, I think I saw a video of this. Yeah.
Yeah. We were just sitting in the cabana, chilling. You know, it's like they had the stanchion here, and then it's just like lawn chairs outside, and we're sitting out there, and all of a sudden the bouncer people start like picking up all the cushions to the seat. I'm like, where are you guys taking these?
What's going on?
I want to sit
Is
down.
it supposed to rain?
Yeah. And then up on like this big booth they had, the like employees were laying out like maybe 200 bottles of champagne. I was like, oh God, I see why they took away the cushions. And then people all of a sudden just like started pulling out these ponchos, and some guy like grabbed a huge stack and like started passing them out, and I was like, hey, let me get one of those. I'm glad I did, dude, because that was not in the contract. That was not in the terms and conditions.
That was not in Trey's invite.
No, not at all. It did kind of suck being at where we're at now and seeing like just getting soaking wet.
Not just in water, but in champagne nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Ponchos helped. I think I would have enjoyed it more if I was actually the one graduating.
Yeah, or like in the group, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But dude, graduation weekend, their parents there made me feel a lot better.
Yeah, that's what I kept looking around, and luckily, like I live with somebody who's in like law school and vet school, so I know they have friends that are our age that still go out and everything. So that's what Friday night we ran into, like a lot of people at least our age that were out celebrating like end of the school year. So it made it better too. But
nice. Yeah, I would say, so if we were to let's do this. Let's make a pros and cons list. Pro, the downtown scene, I would say is like 30% our age, because everyone's still in like graduate school.
And there's some good bars that are like for older people, for like people out of college.
There is, especially in this town, I feel like there's a very, very fine line between like a college bar, kind of an early graduate, and then like, I don't know how to label that.
Elderly.
Elderly, yeah. The older group.
Yeah, I would agree. Okay, so we still got, what do you say, 30% our age group going out. Good bar scene.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much no matter the age.
I mean, a good, what would you say? So that's 30. Maybe a 60%. Maybe our group's a little lower, actually. Maybe ours is about 25.
Like, you saying like our group, like what? Like
Our
within
age.
5 years of like post grad, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then like 65 is probably the students, and the last 5 is everyone else.
Everyone else. The 50-year-olds and the 16-year-olds all mixing in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's something I didn't see in KC. I will say, like, I went to like Kelly's in Westport.
Mhm.
That's like a big. I don't know if you can call that like a KC bar,
Really?
because it's like kind of in that area, but it's like a younger person bar. You'll still see a lot of older people there.
That's what I've been there once, and there was like a solid mix. Like that's what I even said after we left was like, this was for the first time in a while. I didn't feel like one of the older people here. Like there was a good mix of like people our age, maybe a few people in UMKC, and then definitely like some older people
Mm-hmm.
or people that at least looked like they were in their like late 20s, 30s kind of range.
That's what it felt like most places, but yeah, a great range. We're totally just reading off our script. But yeah, I mean, great bars. There's definitely places that we can go and like feel comfortable that we're not
Yeah.
in the college scene anymore.
Like you have people like Jarrett who post grad went and like got a job and live in like an actual like town in Illinois. He doesn't have like the college bar scene that we still get the opportunity to go to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's pretty nice.
I will have certain exclusions. I will go to a college bar on like a game day, like a big game day. I guess that's my only exclusion. But
No, we were talking about that this weekend too. Was what would it take, and how many times do you think you would go, like from now since you graduated and on, to a like bar like Willie's or Harpo's or My House? And I'm like, well, you got to think about the like game days, like a good homecoming game. There's gonna be everybody at Willie's, like from our age up and lower.
yeah.
So
What was your number?
I said Willie's probably the only time I would go is like that scenario. So maybe like twice a year, maybe once or twice a year. Harpo's I could see a little bit more often because it has so much more space, like so many more like areas to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like we went to Sky Bar this weekend and just kind of like sat there.
Yeah.
Or you can like go to the nicer, like more upscale little new area in there and like sit down. Harpo's was definitely higher than Willie's, I would say though.
Yeah, I could see that. And in the summertime.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's also that line of like people getting residency, but then everyone else, it's like, it's not going to be body to body like all those college bars are. I feel like they're going to be more spaced out, and if you're outside, then
yeah. Which brings us to another pro of living in a college town post grad: game days.
huge. Because I think when I lived away, I made it to 1 or 2 game days.
Really, you only came back for like wow.
Maybe 2 or 3. First one, I was Casey Wolf.
Oh yeah,
Because they had the trophy there, but then I got out of suit and then went.
you
went
came
to-
with us or something.
Mm-hmm. Homecoming was a lock. I think that's it. I think I came to more basketball games.
Oh really,
Mm-hmm. But yeah, game days. That's so nice.
dude? Yeah, I mean, I looked at it as like our friends coming into town always had to ask like who they were staying with that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Like they always imagine. I don't know. Every weekend having to be like, hey, can I stay on your couch or something like that? I'm like, sure. I mean, I live here. I have a bed here. It's gonna cost me a $12 Uber at the end of the night to get home. So it's not like it affects me too much.
Right. And like, yeah, people are willing to sleep on couches. We're gonna have more couches available next year.
Oh,
I mean, at least this apartment, we're all breaking.
yeah. So everybody
apart.
will have.
Ooh. Who's gonna sleep where?
Yeah, game days are a huge pro.
Yeah, the fact that we can like literally roll out of bed and be at the stadium in 5-10 minutes is huge.
Like I remember like this last homecoming even, like I came with the big group of guys, watched the parade, pregame to Little, and then I had to go with my parents to go do something for a little bit, leave town, and then we came back and like just kept tailgating and then go to the game.
Yeah.
Living somewhere else, you might not be able to do everything.
Right. Especially, yeah. I feel like KC, St. Louis is kind of like the furthest I would go to like drive there and drive back.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I would drive in if I lived more than 2 hours away.
Yeah, I think 2 hours would be like a solid mark.
Mm-hmm.
Like to be coming in like consistently.
Oh, like, and if we get a schedule like last year, where it was like 6 home games
in a
back to
row.
back.
Yeah.
Oh no way.
Where you just like it gets to the point where you're just dreading having to drive to Columbia every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want that.
No. Game days, big pro. I guess it's not just football too.
Yeah, whenever you brought up basketball, it's like, oh yeah, I guess game days could count for basketball too.
I've been to 3 softball games. Never did that in college. Went to a baseball game this year.
Really, that's why I didn't go to a single baseball game in college. Softball, I went to one, and I promised myself like post grad I would start going to more since I was here, but then I just didn't.
I went to a gymnastics meet. I
Really?
think I might get season tickets. Those are so cool, and they go so quick.
Didn't you guys go to like a wrestling meet too?
Mm-hmm. Me and Boyd did. He had to tell me like what was going on the whole time. We got these
like cheering.
Oh yeah, yeah. And he knew. Well, he knows everything that's going on. Had a cool giveaway item. That was the day of the snowstorm.
Oh.
Because we were both talking about like, oh, what if we get like snowed in? But it wasn't that bad. And yeah, we still made it. Trying to think. That's about it on game day.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like this town's big enough or small enough that you can leave the game, walk downtown, and then be a part of like the fun stuff.
That's
afterwards.
true. Maybe it may not be like encompassing all college towns, but at least like living here, definitely like very walkable, literally everywhere.
Yeah. Like if I needed to, I could like probably walk to work.
Yeah. I was thinking about that too. Granted, a lot of people don't, but like I live 2 miles from where I work. I would definitely just walk to work every day, or like there was one time like going out to the bars, like I just walked home. I mean, granted that was like another 2 mile walk, but
I've made that walk before. It's a brutal walk.
Yeah.
To your place.
I mean, it's not fun, but it's possible here at least.
When all the Ubers are $50 or more, and it's not worth it.
Which brings us to like a con of living in a college town. Is students jack up the price of Ubers and Lyfts and everything. So like on game days it might be a little pricey.
You catch it on a game day, parents' weekend, graduation.
Yeah, I honestly think like the worst part about being here post grad is like the parents' weekends, like dad's weekends, mom's weekends for the frats and sororities. Is terrible because then the bars even like jack up prices and more cover.
Yeah, where did we go? I think this year's homecoming we probably went to Willie's and cover was like $50.
Yeah, I think I went to Willie's for homecoming,
and I don't want to say it's unheard of, but comparing my life back in Kansas City, I don't think I ever paid cover.
Yeah, that would be nice.
There were maybe like 1 or 2 places that would charge some cover, but
really,
yeah, crazy.
Yeah, cover absolutely sucks. That's actually thinking about it. Like whenever I lived in Memphis for a summer, I didn't have to pay cover at all. I mean, we were on like Beale Street,
just walking around.
Yeah.
Is Beale Street open container, or is that just New Orleans?
I can't. I want to say you can. Because they have it like locked down basically. Like you had to like do a full body scan, not scan, but like the metal detectors. I think actually you had to pay $10 to get onto Beale Street. So that's like the only cover you basically paid.
Really?
But that was for like the funds went to like the safety of Beale Street fund.
That makes sense.
So that they could keep like doing the whole metal detector thing or like having like more guards or whatever out there.
Mm-hmm. Keeping the streets safe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Memphis is a college town too, but a little more touristy college town.
Did you ever go to like Graceland and stuff while you're out there?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I know. I didn't do any touristy things while I was there. I literally lived, worked, went to Beale. We did go to like Midtown, which is like another bar section. That was like the older person section, like bar section, than Beale Street. Yeah, and that was about it.
That's something I learned this weekend too. I've gotten to the age where I'd prefer to be in a quieter place so I can talk to my friends.
Yeah.
My freshman year roommate was in town. We met up at the piano bar here. And I think that place is louder than it's ever been because like we were both screaming at each other and I couldn't hear like half the stuff he was saying.
There you go. 2 years post grad and already complaining about noise.
It's kind of bad. And I'm deaf. I'm like, you know, I can barely hear when people talk to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it definitely has its cons with whenever school is in session. I feel like during the summer, like we're gonna get some really chilled out, like nice patio season though.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll get to use the bars to ourselves, basically. I mean, like you said, there will be like students wanting to get residency, but
For the most part, I mean,
I feel like we'll have some good scenes. Like I know at least with work we do more like patio happy hours during the summer because they're just not as crowded. Like we'll probably do like a Shiloh's patio thing. I mean, there's always the Deuce, which is already like a little bit older crowd, but
there are some good spots. I feel like you just got to find them. We went to McGinty's for the first time. That was really cool.
And that's what postgrad's for. Now we have all the time in the world, like after work, to go.
Literally.
I feel like college, which I feel like for a lot of people it might be the other way around, but now I just don't know what to do with a lot of the time after work. So that is like the best time to like look up new restaurants or like new things to do in Columbia.
That's true. Yeah. I feel like a big thing too is like the difference in responsibility. Like when you're in school, you could sleep in and miss that first class of the day, you know?
Yeah.
But like you miss work.
It's true. Yeah. You got to wake up every day.
Another con we have, con list. Busy traffic.
Oof. Busy traffic. This is like the number one thing all my people at work complain about is the traffic that the college students create in the mornings.
Mm-hmm. Is it just the college students though?
That's what I think. Okay. But I've also, like I said, like lived here my whole life. I've like seen it. And then whenever I was in college, we're like, oh, I don't like blame college kids. Like there's people that work. Like Columbia is not a like terribly small town. It's definitely not like a big city, but there's a lot of people that work here. So that's what I always argue that. I'm like, well, everybody's going to work too. I don't know if it's like completely college kids on that one.
I could see it. I know like Providence Stadium, I'm in a deuce league for volleyball. I will avoid that whole intersection just because
Around like the 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock
oh
time.
yeah, it's not even, you'll be waiting most of the time.
Yeah.
But also like there's some bad drivers here, man. I don't know, we complain a lot about traffic, I feel like. But like being down in like Dallas or really any other really big city, traffic can be a million times worse.
Yeah. Like I feel like people in bigger cities will complain about like standstill traffic. I feel like there's never like like you stop at a light, yeah. But there's never like standstill, like literally nobody's moving at all. It's traffic here. Like you're gonna be backed up. Like it might take you a little bit longer, but you're not gonna be sitting on the highway or whatever, like waiting to get your exit or something like that.
I don't know. This is another rant I've been having. All that dang I-70 traffic, man. They're about to blow up every bridge in Columbia.
True. I think it could be also another con. They're probably doing that because we get so much traffic because of like the college and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it'll be so nice once it's done. 3 lanes, both sides.
Yeah. I mean, I stay far away from I-70 as possible because I have literally no reason to use it unless I go to KC or St. Louis for a weekend or something. But I mean, for you getting home, it sucks.
Yeah, but it is what it is. It'll be worth it in the end. That's what you keep telling yourself.
I think one of the best pros we had, and we kind of like alluded to it earlier, is I feel like people are always coming back.
Always. Yep.
Like there was people that will like kind of shit talk like the college town, like, oh, I'm gonna go out and like do something in the world. Well, then why are you coming back for like game days or homecoming or something? Just because you like want to see all your friends and everything, like reminisce.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's like one of the best parts of like living here is just you always basically get to see everybody whenever they come back.
Absolutely. I mean, plans get made. If you think about it, the college town is kind of like that central hub where everyone likes to come back to.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know if that's just like a Mizzou culture, homecoming, first and finest kind of thing. But
That's a good point. Yeah, there's a lot of like tradition and culture around coming home.
mm-hmm.
But
even like sporadically, like a couple weekends ago when Jarrett was in town, or
yeah,
it. People are just like, they get that itch and they want to come up. They come out.
they're missing some snappers.
I'm glad that one's still second home. Problem is, it's becoming mainstream.
Dude, it is. Yeah. I was going to say, so this weekend, there was, because it used to be just like us and our friends that would go in there. Like, it'd just be us, basically. This weekend, there was only like 4 of us. Granted, I'm older, so there's only, but that's including like the younger guys who are still in college. I was like, man, that's kind of crazy. But the bouncer, he was like, I'm going to make an announcement, like turn the music down, I'm making an announcement. And he was like, I just want to say, if you're an Ag Sig, raise your hand. I mean, like, raise our hand. Granted, there's only like 6 of us at this point in there, which is sad. But he's like, these boys single-handedly helped keep this place afloat through the pandemic and kept us alive all this time. Like, if you see one of them, you shake their hand. He's like, but then, of course, congratulations to all the graduates. That's all I want to say.
What? Big
Yeah.
B said that?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Aw.
I was like, no way.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like, I mean, living in a college town, you might not get to hear that. You know, a thanks for our 4 years of service to that bar, to the hundreds of dollars we've spent at that single
boy.
bar.
It is crazy to think about. I started watching How I Met Your Mother. Have
Oh,
you seen that show?
yeah, I have.
You know how they're like third places that was it McLaren's?
Oh, yeah, like their bar.
Their bar.
Yeah.
That was kind of like our place. Still kind of is. But yeah. It's the little moments that I feel like you wouldn't get other places.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Oh.
Something like that. Champagne spray for graduation.
I think there's definitely some cons, but like overall, like living in a college town postgrad, like I've enjoyed it. I haven't had like a bad experience with it.
Me too. You learn to get a different appreciation. I think that's my big thing.
Yeah.
I always felt like this is somewhere I would stay for 4 years and then like move out and go somewhere else, and then being back here, and you really get to experience it all.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the Mid-Mo Sports Update.
The first real segment of the train station.
Let's go. Crazy stuff happening on for the University of Missouri. Our star running back.
The number 1 running back in the nation, Ahmad Hardy.
That heartbreaking. Where were you when you heard the news?
For those that don't know, Ahmad Hardy was at a concert in Mississippi and was shot in the leg at said concert. The updates this week were that he was transported back to like mid-Missouri, Columbia. I think I saw something yesterday that said he had started like walking and doing rehab like 3 times a day or something, which is nice.
It's really comforting to know when, star running back gets shot in the leg that he can walk around still.
They didn't, which like makes sense. They didn't release like too much information on like where he was shot or like what was hurt through it, which makes sense. But I just wonder like how bad it was. I mean, to be in the hospital for quite a few days.
Couple days. That was so heartbreaking to hear. Though. Jamal Roberts, though. I mean, got a good backup.
We do have a good 1-2 punch
for sure. So all we can do is keep him in our prayers and wish for a speedy recovery. Yeah. But
more news developing soon on that.
Yeah, that was kind of the big breaking thing. Another breaking thing. The Mizzou mini movie guys coming back.
Let's go. That is huge sports news for Mizzou.
Yeah, Robert, you think it's Trombley,
something like that. Yeah.
For those that don't know, Mizzou used to do these weekly like videos. There were many movies of each football game. So throughout the 2023 season, that was probably like at its peak. These episodes were so freaking good. Like you could watch them anytime and you just get fired up.
Oh yeah, well I think we still watch them now before football games.
Oh, the K-State video. Oh, that gets goosebumps every time. Every time.
No, this dude is a mastermind for coming up with this, and then I think people started to kind of like try to replicate it after he kind of made it a good little thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he left, but now he came back. So
huge news. They also started another series on like the inside of athletics.
I did kind of see. I haven't watched those episodes yet, though.
Mm-hmm. That great production.
Really,
kind of just learning more about how like athletics operations works and like behind the scenes, because there's a lot of moving pieces that you just don't see from the outside.
that's what the clips I saw were like of the AD like talking about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know when that release schedule is, but they're pretty cool.
Nice. Big things to look forward to from Mizzou.
Yeah, basketball team shaping up.
Yes. I wonder if they'll do like mini movies like for basketball if we end up
I hope so.
like balling out this year.
I hope so.
Like I mean I guess you could probably get the same feel as like the football ones for basketball.
Oh yeah.
I feel like there's more hype for the football ones, but that's also probably because they've already been done for the football ones. So everybody kind of knows what they're gonna get.
What do you think has more atmosphere and energy, football or basketball?
I don't know. That I really didn't like pay attention to football until college, like going to the Mizzou games. So like once I was like attuned to that environment, I was like, football is the greatest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like at an SEC school, watching football
Peak.
might be peak. I mean, basketball, whenever you're good, could be elite too, though.
Mm-hmm. Big key is when you're good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is basketball has so many like shifts. I feel
Oh yeah.
like football, you more so kind of know what to expect, or like if you can beat a team, you're like, this is gonna be like a good game, even if you're picked as an underdog. Whereas basketball is like, well, we could win by 20 or we could lose by 30. So,
Ugh. We'll have to see.
yeah, a lot of big stuff coming from Mizzou though. It's gonna be a good year.
Oh, the north end zone. That's looking so good.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they keep releasing new updates for that every
Mhm.
week. Feels like. I mean, just driving past it, the outside looks great.
Oh yeah. I can't wait for them to put the columns up in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Whenever that finally gets done, that thing will look premier. I can't wait. What's the first game day? September 6th?
Yeah, that might be right actually.
I think so. Future Trev will edit that on.
Yeah, your little star with like the date. Or a check mark if you were right.
Man, that's gonna be sweet.
In more recent sports news, the St. Louis Cardinals took 2 out of 3 games in the series versus the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah.
Any other comment?
No comment.
Yep.
The John Port card kind of wore off.
The what?
The John Port card? You didn't see this?
No.
Royals went like 13-4 after some guy made a custom Royals John Port card and dropped it in the bullpen. And then they carried it around with them in every game.
I did not see that, no.
Yeah, it wore off.
Dude. Cardinals are cooking right now, though.
They are.
I mean,
Where do you guys, where's your standing?
I want to say we're second in the division.
Okay.
I think it's Cubbies in first. I think Milwaukee's like right there with us. But there was a time, and it still might be true, everybody in our division is above 500. Like, I think is doing better than all the other divisions in the National League. It's just insane that, of course, we were expected like a rebuild this year. So to be doing this good is incredible. But of course, whenever we're like surprisingly good, everybody else is like really good too, which kind of sucks. But I can't complain about it right now, though.
AL Central lost its powerhouse status. And then, yeah.
Powerhouse status with teams like the Royals and White Sox.
That's about it for the Midmo Sports segment.
That was.
Might be outdated until by the time this episode comes
whatever.
out.
the Cardinals are going to go like on a 10-game losing streak by the time next episode comes out.
Could be up tomorrow. Who knows? Next segment comes from a very special person, a very special part of our heart, Mr. Jarrett. has kindly made some advice for the week. Actually, this advice is a little different. It's advice for the summer.
Yeah, starting us off strong. First episode of the summer, first episode of the season. He wanted to make an impact this first week. From Jarrett, and I quote, "My advice is this summer, don't be a bum on the weekends. Go out and explore. Go hiking, kayaking, special brewery, see different places that were put here."
What do you think
Jarrett
that last
Law.
line means?
See what was put here?
Mm-hmm.
I think like kind of what we've already talked about. I think ironically his quote fits directly in with like the theme of the episode.
It really does.
Like he did a good job. I mean, maybe a little cheesy, from somebody like Jarrett, but see what was put here. Like go out, see what we got, man. Don't sit inside. Don't go to the same places over and over. Take a drive. Roll the windows down. See
Stuff's
what's going
there.
on, man.
All you got to do is go find it. Sweet.
No, thank you, Jarrett.
Thanks, Jared. Well,
I think that's our first episode back, though.
that's a wrap, man. You got to film the rest for the Patreon and
Yeah. Go into some ad reads real quick.
Yeah.
But welcome back to the train station.
welcome back. Choo choo.